Welcome to Literary Mindset. Make sure and like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Christopher Hitchens on Thomas Jefferson. Jeffersonian dialectic. Christopher Hitchens was a literary critic, religious skeptic, and journalist known for his witty responses when in intellectual discourse. In popular media, when Hitchens offered a rational response to an illogical inference, the receiving debater was labeled as being Hitch-Slapped by his rapid retorts. Hitchens approaches Thomas Jefferson from a British perspective that emphasizes Jefferson's ideology of politics, race, and nation building. In this video, we aim to review Hitchens' text, Thomas Jefferson, Author of America, and highlight how he uses a dialectic to demonstrate that Jefferson is a complex individual that is both good and bad, intelligent and ignorant, and moral and immoral. Indeed, these opposites create a synthesis of the Jeffersonian ideology. Emphasis. Hitchens emphasizes that Jefferson is a complex individual that some label as a contradiction. He states, Jefferson did not embody contradictions. Jefferson was a contradiction, and this will be found at every step of the narrative that goes to make up his life. An example of a Jeffersonian contradiction includes his ideas about slavery, romantic relationships, and liberty for Haitians. Indeed, he believed that slaves ought to be free, but not live with white citizens. He stated, "Nothing is more certainly written in the book of fate than that these people are to be free. Nor is it less certain that the two races, equally free, cannot live in the same government." Thus, he believed in emancipation, but they must be separated because they are inferior to the white race. Moreover, in relation to rebellion against tyranny and the acquisition of liberty, Jefferson promoted both the American and French revolutions, but did not believe the Haiti slave revolt was a revolution for liberty. Hitchens states that he did take alarm when he saw there might be a black slave revolution so near to the American South. Consequently, Jefferson aligned with the slave caste and even claimed the abolition of slavery could be as dangerous and evil as slavery itself. Hitchens emphasizes these contradictions throughout the text. Point of view. While there is a focus on contradictions in relation to race and liberty, Hitchens remains objective in his approach and gives many examples of Jefferson's benevolence. For instance, in relation to nation building, Jefferson had a goal to expand the country and accomplished it with the Louisiana Purchase. Furthermore, he approached the acquisition of the expanded territory not for his personal profit or gain, but for expansion and his desire for exploration. Additionally, in a benevolent fashion towards the country's protection. Jefferson refused to pay tribute to the Barbary powers when they held a supremacy on the northwest coast of Africa. Indeed, his approach was from a security perspective that would protect the country and its commerce. Therefore, Hitchens' point of view highlights the contradictions of Jefferson, while also demonstrating his generous approach to liberty, religious freedom, security, and academia. Contribution. Many biographers approach an individual through a one-sided narrative which may leave much to be desired. However, Hitchens does not use this method and offers the reader a dualistic nature of Jefferson that helps one understand the complex nature of his character. A dialectical contribution is apparent when Hitchens states that Jefferson claims that slavery is a derogatory convention, but yet does not recognize the humanity of the slave as an equal being, or when he claims that the Native American is equal to the white man, but has an inferior culture which needs to be inoculated through assimilation from a superior culture. Moreover, Hitchens equivocates the micro-individual with the macro-American country. He states, "The truth is that America has committed gross wrongs and crimes, as well as upheld great values and principles." The idea that Jefferson is the micro-manifestation of the American project is a contribution and a theme that moves through the narrative that Hitchens gives his readers. Subsequently, Hitchens assumes that the reader is well versed in American history and comprehends major aspects of the American Revolution, George Washington's presidency, and the French Revolution. Therefore, the text may be more useful for a scholarly audience in contrast to a popular history audience. Conclusion. Christopher Hitchens' text on Thomas Jefferson gives the reader a balanced perspective of the dialectic nature of Jefferson's ideology and actions. The idea of liberty and freedom for all is contrasted with his fear of a free Haitian state with slaves as the inheritors of freedom. Indeed, this same contradiction can be applied to the American project that instills the ideology of freedom, democracy, and liberty for all, but not for certain groups such as the indigenous and the African slave. However, Jefferson's nation-building goals and actions assisted the country in relation to expansion and security, which helped propel the United States to become a future unipolar power on the grand stage.